Hi guys. Guys, no. Stop. Brand, stop.
Nataka uniambie hizo rich people problems. Uniambie kama poor people don't have the same problems. Unaona hata when you oversleep at home wanakutangaje? Huko ni wapi unaishi? Wanakutangaje?
Mali ya dunia.
Ni mali ya dunia lakini tuko wapi? You need it. You need money.
Hey guys, it's your boy the Melanin King and this is Life Unfiltered Podcast. If it is your first time to be here, all I'm telling you is karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, again, you know where to sit, right? And before I forget, wacha niwapigie makofi kwanza for being with us all through. Know what I'm talking about. Well, we have come to the end of the year and I want us to look at the things we have done.
You guys can control whether you want your nini. You guys have condoms everywhere. You guys can control whether you want your nini to go and give birth to a baby. But we, once you have released it, we have no right.
Even birth controls are usually on women.
And what's weird is that men do wanakuanga fertile.
Exactly.
247.
Like once you get me
puberty, wanakuanga adi death. Sisi, no, let me just say, Sisi is only 1 week a month. Na see all our lives. Me from millennial 16 to like 45. But then it's from like 13 to death. And bad we still Sisi ndo tunameza masko. Let us talk.
About conditioning or anything. You know, it does not make it right. A person and start having different beliefs.
Stop blaming
us. Men kill themselves every fucking year because they're taught we cannot share.
By whom?
Men!
Exactly! No! By men! Why can't men empower other men the way women strive? People will say at least women have the option ya kupeana wafike juu. Do you think we want to sleep with this man?
The root cause for all these problems, sometimes I tend to think it's actually women. You are lying. You are lying. This shooting podcast and I don't have rent.
Tim.
My mom was my threat to my finances because anytime I tried saving was nisaidie na hiyo pesa yako. I don't think I've ever used money as an scapegoat. But other things, yes. Like, oh, I'm out of the country. Guys, no. Stop. Brand, stop.
That's the whole thing. And people think that the size of the dick matters in terms of sex. But there's one point I feel that it matters. You know, to be frankly, to be people out there, let's say you have a thick babe. There are some styles, if you have a size this penis, you will not do. So the size of the penis matters at that point. But there's normal sizes. Which
is this normal size? Tujue kama tuko kwa normal size ama
let's use this is literally very small.
Unajua kwanza ulikuwa hadi na mbao ilikuwa
we use those for demonstration of how you put in a condom. That's what we use them to demonstrate. It never feels weird. It never feels weird.
I saw him with a whole dick saying, you want to increase your penis to this, from this to this size.
Yeah.
I saw one thing I remember about Christmas for me, one memory. Ni kuhara. Na kushona, kufura tumbo. Wacha nikwambie. Na Christmas fulani tulifanya makosa sisi wote kama familia. I blame the adults in the room that day. Because me I had no power. Sasa, first of all, ujue kwa hii sekta ya kiroma. Unakula kenye unapewa. So hii day nakumbuka wazee wakiangaliana wakasema mtura ya home haislapingi kama ya street, but inakuwa plenty. So wakaiboil tu vizuri, it was hygienically done. Then somebody came with an idea, akasema hii mtura tukule na damu. Alafu makosa kubwa walifanya, walikuwa na dip in raw blood. So mimi naona my grandfather anachukua nyama anaweka kwa damu, nasema this is what manhood is. Kula na damu. Mimi nikasiaga nyama.
Ulikuwa na kwa damu directly na
hiyo damu imechinjwa iko kwa sufuria. Kwa tunaweka direct. Haikuboiliwa. Inafanga iboiliwe. Ikiboiliwa then inakuwa part, it's now safer, right? But tuliamua tuifanye kama Wamasai. Wamasai pia hao wanakuwa na design zao. Alafu tuna vitu wana treat nazo zenye maybe haujui. Sasa tukaamua tufanye hivyo kienyeji. Everything was fine. Until mimi nikajisikia ghafla bin vu saa 4:30 ya usiku.
Na ni ile unaweza shikilia bed.
So hiyo tumbo yako inakuambia ni either wewe utoke ama mimi nitoke. So mimi nimeamka bio,
mali unakimbia.
Buda naenda napata choo iko na line. Why all niggas awake though? Kabila linatoka peke yao, unapata wasame japo kwa choo. Kila mtu wenye wanangoja kwa choo pako huko wameinama wanakaa na mastingo deadly.
You people have no idea about that. I would love you people to know, and of course so much to celebrate, so much to look up to. We had a whole foundation, the launch of our whole foundation on 20th of October. We had a men's mental health talk also on 8th of December. And of course, there was so much that was shared. Among the guests that we invited was Robert Burale. Big shout out to him. A pair of flowers. Zaki. I'm talking about.
Good evening. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, gentlemen. And our esteemed lady, of course. First, thank you, sir. First and foremost, allow me to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be here to just say a thing or two. Okay, I'm under the authority, so I was asking how many minutes I should share. But when I came in, the other gentleman was sharing. I think he has walked out. Yeah. All right, yeah. I think he said almost everything that is the foundation of man. He actually summarized everything. So what you should do is just take an offering and wedding. He spoke about.
The family you create is much more important than the family that you come from. The family you create, the kids that bears your blood, the kids that bears your DNA, they are far more important than where you come from. All of them are important, but you have to put the boundaries. Okay?
He spoke about the man's ego. He touched on a man's importance of a father figure and how it affects the man when he was a boy, and then when the man tries to come back to take back his position, he can't handle not being in authority, yet he was not there for 18 years. That's the journey for all of us men. And as I look at us, there's something that binds us together as men, regardless of our academic qualifications, our financial status and all. There are some pressures that we have as men. Number one is the personal pressure, then the family pressure, and the societal pressure. The personal pressure is all of us, to be honest, as men, and I'm sure that will say even women, but since we're talking to men, all of us as men want to be better tomorrow than we are today, in whatever we do. Our brother from Central African Republic wants to perform better tomorrow in bigger places because it's a pressure we put on ourselves, isn't it? Yeah. We want to be the big kahuna. We want to be the macaroni in the cheese. Unataka ukiingia kwa room ni wewe kusema every girl ni wewe amenoki. You know, we want to be better. That is a pressure that we go through. I'm a pastor. I'm an author. I want to preach better tomorrow. I want to write more books. I want to do more movies. I want to do all those things. I want to be better tomorrow. Then, of course, we do have family pressure. But even the personal pressure is, I think he talked about ego. our ego must be stroked every time. You understand what I'm saying? And I know we have 3 ladies here, but you'll allow me just to say some things because that's what from you and Is that okay? That's your permission. Thank you very much. I will make sure I do not step away from the parameters of respect and honor. Personal pressure, our ego, even to be honest, when we go to the gents, now we are all lined up, holding our future in our hands. To be man. Why? And to be money because of the other person. We are doing that because of our own ego. So you get one man coming out feeling as if he's Man City. You understand? And another one coming out like Harry Maguire. You feel like you have. So that pressure, even when, if we are at the parking, the traffic, and I have a black Range Rover Sport, and my brother here has a black Range Rover Sport, everything the same, what I would want to do is look for a scratch in his car. Anything that can make mine look better. It's something about us, man. You understand? Our ego. It's as big as an elephant, but as fragile as an egg. That's why, for those of you who are married, you want to be praised all the time. Do you know even the prostitution business is driven not by need, but by ego? Because a man wants to be told when you bazoo. Society would not allow us to be vulnerable. And that is why, and I've used this example time without number, if there was a 5-year-old girl here and a 5-year-old boy here, and the girl fell, we, even as men and the ladies, will all rush to that girl trying to ask her, are you okay? Isn't it? Buju, oh, Jenny, you know, all of us will do that. But if a boy falls, don't cry, boys don't. So at 5 years, you told me not to cry. Don't expect me to show you my vulnerability at 50. And that is why mental health is very key. 77% or upward of 77% of the suicides across the globe is by men. Why? You told me at 5 not to talk. So at 50, I'll die with my own issues. We can all be here. If the ladies walked out here, we can sit here for 2 hours. We'll discuss football. We'll discuss politics. We'll discuss women. And then tomorrow, we find out one of us committed suicide. But we'll all be like, but we were all laughing yesterday. So we'll discuss all those 3 things, but all of us live with them.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Robert Burale came over. And let me say something about Robert Burale. You know, this is someone I really admired ever since I was young. For him to come and grace our event and be a speaker was something big for me, to be very honest and very sincere. So he shared a lot together with Dr. Rose, and we'll be sharing clips of the same.
But I want to say prevention is better than cure. There are things that we can do so that we can prevent unnecessary pressure building up. Number 1 is that you need to empower people around you so that they don't over-rely on you. Some of you come from families, especially firstborn sons. Firstborn sons, you come from a family, everyone is looking at you. And you're taking the role of deputy father, and maybe you have a need to feel needed. So instead of guiding people so that you empower them, so that they don't need you, you keep on doing things for them, you're disempowering them. How do you know you're disempowering people? If you're helping an adult to meet their basic needs, like you're providing for an adult food, shelter, clothing. This person is not a child, they are not very old, and you're providing, you're sending money for food, for shelter, for clothing. What you're doing, you are disempowering that person, and you are making them to over-rely on you, and you will not sustain that. That is why the family saviors or the firstborn sons, some of them, they end up dying early, getting sick, and having their families being dysfunctional because they have no energy to raise their family. They have already expended their energy taking care of the families of their parents. The thing is, those are not your children. So what you can do is to empower. Do you need an education? Does somebody have a business plan? You can't give them an idea and fund it. It doesn't work that way. You can only fund or give the idea, just one of them. So help people to be empowered, including your own children if you have any. You need to be getting them to not to rely on you. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to do intentional and deliberate self-care. There's a lot And everybody, takers have no boundaries. They will take. You pour your blood, they are still paying for more. So you have to wake up every day and say, because there's so much expected of me, what do I need to do? Do I take a walk? Do I meditate? Do I drink water? Men don't drink so much water. Do I eat vegetables and fruits? Men don't eat healthy. What do I do? Can I eat healthy? Do I have time when I rest? If people are calling me last minute, sometimes you have people calling you late. Hey, come, do you have a plan? To watch game, join us. No, and you have not planned. Sometimes you can say it's not possible, I'm busy, and you're busy because you're seated on your couch and you're reading a book, or you're watching something, you're watching a series. You can be busy that way because you have chosen to take that time so that you can recharge. So every day, do very intentional. That is your insurance against pressure, against mental health issues. Number 3, when people reach out to you and they're in a crisis, ask yourself, is it only me who can sort out this crisis? Because the truth is, I want to tell you, there are many other people who can sort out that crisis. There are people who call you more than twice, like you have their kidneys. Those people, 57 missed calls and 75 messages. Mostly, then you realize that those people are jajipanga, so they are using you. So some phone calls you don't have to pick. For me, I don't pick phone calls from morning to a certain time of the day. I don't pick because I tell people, write a message, I will respond, because I don't want that undue pressure. So ask, is it only me who can sort this out? And then finally realize that everybody has the capacity to sort out their problem. Do not always be wanting to be the savior for everybody. Ask someone, what do you think? What is your heart telling you? What would you like? If they tell you, I don't know, say you may need to figure that out. Take some time, think about it. When you've thought about it, we can now have a conversation. So that way, the way we have kept on saying, jipende, jibebe. Love yourself, take care of yourself. Otherwise, you can't be like somebody who has seen a person drowning, you're jumping into the pool, you don't know how to swim. You end up having 2 casualties, 2 people dying. It's better if you stayed there, looked for someone, a lifeguard, at least if there's a death, it's going to be only one, yeah? So put on your oxygen mask first, thank you.
But in our foundation, one of the things we're spearheading is men's mental health talk. So we are talking about men and all matters revolving around men. Matters, issues affecting men. Because we realized, or we took note that statistics, hey, Jaman Kizungu, from statistics, it clearly states that men are about 3 men in a day. In when you compare it on a scale of 5, about 3, not a scale of 5, scale of 10, about 3 men commit suicide every single day. And this is as a result of mental health, stress, depression, anxiety, and all that put together. The society has put a lot of pressure on a man, and therefore that's why we started this foundation, to basically look out for the boy child. So we'll be playing clips of the same issues revolving around mental health for men, so that you can also get to understand what we're talking about when you talk about men's mental health.
If somebody is feeling depressed, most likely they are living in the past. There's some anger, some pain, some unresolved hurt from the past. If you're struggling with anxiety, it's about the future. Because anxiety is about being in the now, and you're worried about a future that is not within your control. And what you're sharing as symptoms, I want to urge you, please speak to someone, because there are things that you need to deal with, things from the past, and also fear of tomorrow. Okay? Yeah.
Health talk. Other than that, I hope you have been good. The year has been good for you. What did you do for Christmas? And by the way, before I even go any further, have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Because if you have not, you're a hater. You should press that subscribe button right this minute and turn on the notification button as well. Okay. So, director, Ulisema, what are we doing today apart from the behind the scenes? Oh yeah, how can I forget that? Definitely, yes. By the way, guys, let me tell you, you have been a very beautiful support system for me. And the guests who have also come on set, talk about Dennis Raj. He was amazing, very well informed about matters affecting men, issues revolving around men. He was good at it. And you people, liked the content. I remember looking at the feedback I was getting from you people, and that was really, really encouraging. Without forgetting, one of your favorite guests was Brandy. Actually, anafaa pema wazake. Most of you have actually voted her in, saying that she's so good, and we agree. She's so good, very well informed, and she's funny too. And there's a lot of chemistry between us. And by the way, we are friends. Yeah, just to put that out there. We are friends. We are friends. Don't get it twisted, honey. Yeah, we are friends. We are good friends. Yeah, so she's also one of the guests who graced the episode, this first season of the Life Unfiltered podcast, which was really amazing. And another guy, how can I forget about Toguo? Toguo was another amazing guy whom I met online on TikTok. And, I reached out to him. And Toguo is that guy you'd at first be a bit laid back to approach him. He's not that guy you easily just jump onto wanting to talk to him. So when I did and he reached out to me, I was like, oh yeah, sure, we can actually do something. And he came over all the way to my house, my previous house, and we shot that episode. Yeah. Wow. Came all the way to the studio. No, let's be honest, Karanja. We were shooting in the house. Okay, yeah, my house is actually still a studio. Oh, another guest is, by the way, Governor's Prayer. How can I forget this gentleman? Governor's Prayer. We had Simba. We had Lord Yadid. Funny thing, I didn't know this guy was actually famous until when I posted videos about him and people started sending me messages. They're like, oh, this guy is actually a priest. He's actually an evangelist. And I was watching his episodes on Facebook. I don't know what happened to him, and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, wow, this is such an amazing man. He has impact to the society and people out there. And that was really, really beautiful. He was one of the highlights for me during this first season of Life Unfiltered podcast. Who else am I forgetting? You people can remind me if you think I'm forgetting someone. Oh my God. There was Nosim Natasha. Huyo lazima tumpe mawe yake. Nosim Natasha. I had my own reservations about her initially before I met her. She's one person I followed on TikTok before I became who I am right now, because I noticed her a while back, before even the MVPs and all that stuff. So I was a bit reserved on approaching her. But one thing about her that stood out for me is she'll always meet you at your level, and she's so understanding. And the fact that I called her for the podcast and she was so open to it. In fact, she spoke to Brandy because Brandy had come for the show, and she was like, the next time you're going to shoot on Melanin Kings for the podcast, yeah, Melanin King, kindly make sure to tag me along. I was like, okay, so she would be okay to actually do that. Because initially I had a notion, I'm sorry, Nosim, had a notion about you that probably you'd never probably want to do something with me. So it came as a surprise, and she was amazing. And that was one of the best episodes we ever did, because if you look at that video, it was actually one of the best videos we did for season 1. This episode, basically for season 1, this was the best episode we did, and it gave us a lot of views. And thank you guys, thank you so much guys for watching that episode. And yeah, Nosim was amazing. Anybody else I'm forgetting? Who? Calvin Oracho. Yeah, we went to the same high school. Yeah, the first you've taken me back when we started. Oh my God. Yeah, the first guest we hosted was Calvin Oracho. It's Calvo. I'm used to calling him Calvo. So yeah, Calvo was amazing, and that guy is good. He's been supportive of what I do. Even the mental health, he was not able to come, but imagine he bought a ticket and he didn't come for the event. That's how amazing that guy is. Like, very supportive. So he came, we spoke a bit, talked about Kugongiana. I remember that time, Kugongiana is what was trending. Kugongiana is constant. And yeah, it was nice. It was a good episode, the first episode, which was really nice. And we brought somebody else on board as well, who was initially my rider, and then became a friend, and then became a brother, who is Danson Mwangi. A big shout out to you, bro. Yeah, it's been a minute before I spoke to him, but I believe he's doing well. But yeah, we did an episode with him, which was also amazing. So it was me, him, and Calvin Oracho, and that was beautiful. I think we'll be showing you videos of that also, so that you can try and remember. And for those of you who have not watched these episodes, you should definitely go and watch each one of them, because we did about 13 episodes. Yeah, 13 episodes for season 1. And this is in a grace period of 2 months. 2 months, I'm telling you. Oh my God, we should clap for ourselves. The consistency, it's the consistency for me. So yeah, definitely, we did about 13 episodes. And all I can tell you is it took a lot of grace. Because there are moments, manze, saa zingine ni ngumu. Honestly, saa zingine ni ngumu. Not ngumu to shoot, but ngumu when you do something and people don't recognize or don't watch. Sometimes it can give you, it can actually kill your morale and feel like, do I really need to do this, or do I need to stop doing whatever I'm doing? But one thing I want to appreciate is we have loyal fans. We have people who constantly watch our videos. It doesn't matter. They're always there to support and always there to watch. And this, that alone is enough to keep me going, is enough to keep me wanting to do more and more and more videos. One thing I assured you guys previously is we will keep upgrading and improving. And as you can see right now, we have a mic and sound has become better, right? Come on, agree. Tupigie makofi pia wewe. Good stuff. Yeah, so now we're going to upgrade, and a lot is going to happen for a season 2, and I can't wait for it. Even myself, I'm really looking forward to it, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. And all I'm asking you is I just want you to press the subscribe button and be sure to turn on the notification button as well. And I want all your support. Season 2 is going to be mad fun. Inaitwa Life Unfiltered. Nothing will be filtered. Tutasema vitu vile ziko. We'll talk about things the way they are. Though mnaenda kwa magot wife mnachota Starsoft, we'll be talking about that. Yeah.
Kama unajua ni wewe, you came into my house and then you are told ati chota tu ni mimi nilinunua. Please, baby girl, return my Starsoft. This Starsoft has 3 days since I bought it. Kindly return my Starsoft. I even have the text zenye unasema inanukia mzuri. Emily, return my Starsoft. This guy, our guy, does not buy anything in this house. Kindly, Emily, return my Starsoft. Siwezi lisha mwanaume pia nikulishe wewe. Emily, return my Starsoft. I beg, if you don't want drama because I'm a drama queen, return my Starsoft. Please, baby girl, return it.
Definitely, we will talk about that. Yeah, I saw a lady the other day came online. Akaanza kusema, oh, you know, our guy, my guy, that we are sharing with you. Oh, the first thing, the fact that she acknowledges that I may accept when I share the guy was, I don't know, it's not a red flag, but it means we are heading towards a good direction where people accept sharing and kitu kama hiyo. But anyway, akaenda kwenyewe, but sasa mbona uende kwenyewe alafu chote Starsoft? You know, that bit is where kidogo so uende tu gongeane na ukose kuchota Starsoft. Then the funny bit is anachota Starsoft 3/4 ya kibuyu. Do you know how much Starsoft is? Munajua bei ya Starsoft? Kama mimi nanunuanga down ya 20 bob na inaniuma. Down ya 20. Imagine a whole kibuyu of Starsoft. Mtu anaenda anachota 3/4 of it. So well, we'll be diving more into realistic videos, life unfiltered itself, talk about money, talk about relationships, everything that affects us, everything that is affecting us. Oh, by the way, here today is Maandamano. Is it? Aranja, as we're shooting this. I don't know, but I hear that. But it's like kuongelea mambo ya kasonga. I don't want to be abducted. But recently I saw somebody also giving us lessons. Lessons the abduction. Natuambia, if you don't want to be abducted, don't think that having a katululu will make you not get abducted. You will definitely still be found. You'll still definitely still get caught. So that means we are at a place, or as a country, we're at a place where it's not good, honestly. If we have to now start taking lessons on ways on how to stop being abducted, definitely we are not headed towards the right direction. So these are among the conversations we'll be diving into. We'll talk about everything unfiltered about life. And I'm super excited about it. And I'm so sure also a lot has happened in your life. But one thing I also want to remind you, because today's episode is not supposed to be very long, it's a wrap up for the whole year. I just have something to share with you. Early this year, I applied for a job, a government job. And what happened is I was so sure I was going to get a job. I'll tell you why I'm telling this story. Because like I said, we are wrapping up the year. We are shooting this. Today is on 30th. Tomorrow is going to be 31st. Yeah. So I applied for a job, and I believed that I was qualified. I had all the papers. I had everything that I needed to get this job. I had the experience. I mean, I've been teaching because it was still a teaching job in one of the technical institutions here in Kenya. And one thing, I was overly confident because, again, I prayed about it. I fasted about it. But here's the thing. I was not shortlisted. I was not even called for one single interview. I really felt bad. I felt like God had betrayed me, honestly speaking. I really felt like God had betrayed me in the sense that I went for a dry fasting, no water, no food, no nothing, just staying in the house and praying about it. And I don't get the job. So when that happened, I was asking myself, what would happen to me thereafter? Like, what was my life going to be? Because I'd already pictured the way I'll get this job, I'll move out of Nairobi, and life is going to be A, B, C, D, Z. And, I didn't know the plans God had for me, honestly, because those are the plans I had for myself. And one of the things I'm also trying to learn about life is I have to let the will of the Lord happen in my life, because I tend to majorly focus on what I want to do in my life without asking God really what I want for my life. And that's something that I need to work on. So I lose this job, I don't get it, and then I'm trying to figure life out. I'm asking myself, so what next? What do I need to do next? And once that is done, I pick myself up. Though it takes time, but I pick myself up and try to continue trying to make 1, 2, 3 things work out for me. But one thing I learned in the process is the minute I lost this job is when I opened up my mind and my thoughts to think about even the foundation, to think even about this podcast, is because I had that time, I had that grace, I had the span to basically open my mind and rethink about everything, rethink about my whole life. Because if I got that job, trust you me, I wouldn't be here even shooting this podcast. So some things happen for a reason, and they always happen for a better reason. And another thing I've also learned, and I wish everybody can also learn, is everybody deserves the same opportunity you're looking for. Everybody deserves it. You're not better than them. But what makes them maybe get it and not you is probably they even prayed for it way like 5 years back, and you're praying about it right now and you feel like you deserve it right now. And probably this person prayed for this job 5 years ago, You're here trying to tell God, I need this, I deserve it, I do what? And probably this person even fasted for a whole week about 2-3 years ago. So I've learned that. And again, the art of patience, For a very long time, I think I have not been a patient man. I want things to happen the way I want them to happen. And that has been a big issue for me. Because even saizi ukiniuliza hii podcast, nilikuwa nasema, I want to shoot, I have the name online, so what I want to do, I want to shoot, and I want these videos to go viral. I want to have 100,000 views in like overnight, because I'm telling myself, I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing everything that I need to do. This video should get like 100,000 views and blah, 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 and I should be at 100,000 subscribers. But things don't happen that way. Things don't happen based on how we dictate them. But things happen because God's will is what is taking place in their lives. So that's basically part of the things I've gone through this year. And I was just trying to make some of you understand that, some things you're not in control of. Also, just before I forget, there's some guests that we hosted and never posted their episodes. Nimrod, Chef Nimrod, yeah. We did an episode with Nimrod, and unfortunately we could not post the episode, and due to unavoidable circumstances or reasons. And Belden Magare as well. We are so sorry. Due to unavoidable circumstances, we could not post. Sometimes these videos, if they are overtaken by events, we can't post it. Yeah, if a video is overtaken by events, unfortunately we cannot post it. Or if we see that, okay, let me not say that. Not one as a catch. But I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so basically, that has been the thing. So all I'm gonna ask you guys is, as you watch these videos, try to look at our journey, appreciate our journey, and part of the ways in which you can actually appreciate our journey is basically subscribing and commenting on our videos. Some of you are so amazing, are so good. You watch our videos, and where you fail is you fail to comment. Let me tell you how commenting helps us. Now the team, the Life Unfiltered podcast team. What it does is it sends the video to a more wider audience. So the minute you comment on the video, it actually sends it to a wider audience because it means people are actually interacting with it. Because tell me why a video has over 700 views and we have like 30 comments, you know? There is obviously something you want to say about the video, but you just choose not to say it. Always give us that opinion. We are not always looking for positive feedback. No, sometimes tell us whatever you think about the topic we have done. That's what we want to hear from you. Just tell us your peace of mind. Just share it with us. We don't mind. We take all criticism, positive, negative. We take all that in. So be sure to always share with us when it comes to that. So among the things you can do to support us is basically commenting on our videos, liking our videos, sharing our videos, watching them. Try watch at least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes is enough to help YouTube push it to a wider audience. Yeah, basically that's what I would ask you to do for us in season 2. And like I promised you guys, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be one of the best podcasts you've ever listened to come 2025 as we start 2025. Unafahamu nipigie makofi juu story. Hiyo ni makofi ama ni nduru? Nduru moja safi. Ama hiyo ni nduru moja safi ama ni clap? Hata tujipigie makofi. Yeah, so like I said, today's episode is not going to be long. It's like kuachosha na mengi. But one thing I want you people to know, you are amazing people. You're amazing. You give me the thrill, the drive to do what I do and to continue doing what I do. Me, I feel too fitty. I feel the love. I feel the support. You know how many people put videos out there and people don't watch them? I've seen someone put up a video and it has like 2 views for like a whole year. Na hiyo 2 views labda ni yake ameview yake. Na yeah, ameview yake na akaambia best yake moja view. Yeah. So basically, I really don't take it for granted. The fact that you sit down to watch my videos, I don't take it for granted. Na mniombe, I need your prayers. Sometimes you feel like giving up. You feel like kidogo inakuwa ngumu. But I just want you to pray for me. Mniombe, I'll pray for you guys as well. Because this is one thing I always wanted. And I've said it on camera again and again and again and again. This is something I've always wanted. And I'm saying it right now on camera so that it goes on record that he is doing what he always wanted and he loves. So basically, this is what I love. I'm putting in all the work, the passion. I'm putting all what you people need me to put. And therefore, all I'm asking you is your support, is your advice, is what you think. And yeah, together we'll go far. So we will be unleashing our official co-host for our podcast in the next, in the first episode of season 2, who will be officially our co-host for the podcast. Because we hosted so many people and you people didn't understand why we were doing that. You know, with these things, sometimes you have to find someone who is compatible with you. And so you just don't wake up randomly and, you know, decide today it's Karanja and it's Karanja and it's Karanja. No. Sometimes you have to work with different people and find that person who has a spark. And I'm so sure you can't wait to see who that person is. Probably they're among the guests we have hosted before. Probably it is somebody new. Who knows? But I know, of course. Yeah, you don't know. I know. But yeah, we'll be officially having a co-host. Or we will be doing these episodes together and inviting guests. Na mtakuwa mnatuambia ni guest mgani mnataka. But unajua mnafikiria sina niko na networks. Niambie tu ni nani mnataka akuje, atakuja. They listen, these people listen. Niko na influence watu. Niko na influence. I know people. So yeah, so anybody want me to bring on the podcast, trust me, I will do anything I can do to make sure I bring them on board. And together we'll go far. So be sure to comment. The only thing I will insist on is make sure to comment, make sure to like, and make sure to share the videos with your friends. And another thing, just as unasahau, turn on the notification button. Just be sure to turn on the notification button. And something else I'm almost forgetting. Our episodes will be airing every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Our Premier Gang, kindly note that down. That's when I say turn on notification. Because not just as labda mna watch na wifi ya kazini. Yeah, so our episodes will be airing every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And will we be doing Saturdays too? Or we're sticking to Tuesday? We'll figure out. Yeah, meanwhile, what we know is we will be doing, our episodes will be airing every Tuesday at 10 a.m. So kindly make sure to make a point to watch them. I can't wait for season 2. Already you can see I'm starting to get ready for season 2. We have a mic on. We have a mic on, new background. So much is going to happen. And manze, me, I'm really waiting for this. Na nataka tu support yenyu. Ebu sema in Willy Paul's voice.
Wasa kini support walai. Mimi naweza fika huko juu, na understand?
Mimi mkiweza tu ni support. Naweza fika mbali. Honestly speaking, mimi mkiweza tu ni mimi nataka tu support. Mimi sitaki mnipatie pesa. Okay, nataka pesa. But if you know you have money and you are very generous and philanthropic, you can give me money. I don't mind. Just give me money. Give me money. Yeah. So mimi mkiweza ni support manze, mimi wase tu wakiweza ni support in Willy Paul's voice. Mimi naweza fika mbali. So kindly subscribe. Naweza fika mbali. Subscribe guys. This is my dream and I want you to help me make it a reality. I just want you to help me make it a reality. And the only way I can do it is if you watch my videos all the way to the end. There are moments we fought, but we didn't show on camera. I don't know if our director will show them on camera. There are moments we fought, there are moments we argued.
Depending when you're about conditioning or anything, you know, it does not make it right. Your person and start having different beliefs.
There are moments people got out of control.
Men kill themselves every fucking year because they're taught we cannot share. By whom? Men!
Exactly! No, by men! Why can't men empower other men the way women is, right?
Some of these conversations really got emotional. I remember one of our guests who was crying and oh my God, that just took me back. One of our guests was crying and Nosim could not hold her laughter during the process. I think your part ilikuwa cut, but director atatuonyesha some of those bits. So it used to be intense. Some of those conversations are very intense. Other people would cry. Other people would get really upset and take everything personal. The point we would look like we're about to fight. The point we used to cut the episodes. They're like, cut Karanja, we are not doing this anymore. We are not shooting. Kila mtu aende nyumbani. Guy.
The cause for all these problems, sometimes I tend to think it's actually women. You are lying.
I'm telling you, easy vitu tunafanyanga mtu anafikiria tu just come in camera like, hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Sometimes the things that go behind the camera are crazy. But we celebrate, we appreciate the efforts and wanasema ukipenda ng'ombe unapenda na ndama yake ama something like that. There's a saying that usually goes ukipenda ng'ombe penda na ndama yake. Like if you love a woman who has a child, if you love the woman, also love the child as well. That's what usually our people say. So sitaki kuwachosha na mengi. I think I'll stop there. I think, yeah. So that we can get ready for season 2. But I hope you had an amazing year. Enjoyed your Christmas. Remember one thing we said, if you didn't have the money, Wednesday was Wednesday. But if you had the money, Wednesday was Christmas Day. Same thing I'm telling you today on fast. Because you'll be watching this on fast. You'll be watching this on 31st. If you don't have the money, tomorrow, if you don't have the money, fast is on Wednesday. Yeah, if you don't have the money, because fast is on Wednesday. If you don't have the money, Wednesday is fast. If you... No? Or we'll put. Or if you don't have the money, tomorrow will be Wednesday. Okay? But if you have the money, tomorrow will be Happy New Year. But one thing I want you to know, never give up in life. You know, sometimes when you're just about to give up, that's when restoration comes. That's when something beautiful happens in your life. So do not give up. I know sometimes even us, we feel like despairing. Even personally, and Karanja, we felt that way. But I thank God because when that thought came into my mind, I told myself, no, it's not about that time. Because probably this is happening so that I kill this. You know, I kill this, I don't do it, and then I let it go. And later on, I come back to my senses and I'm like, I wish I did it. I wish I did it. You know, another thing you ask yourself is, what do I have to lose for trying? Let me just do it. Let me try. But let me try. Let me keep on trying. I have nothing to lose. Let me keep on trying. It's just that sometimes the resources are used in the process. And when they get depleted, ama zikipungua, unafeel uzito kabisa. But I'm hoping God will give us the grace and the resources to keep us going. So up to this point, kama hauja subscribe, sijui unataka aje, you should subscribe to this channel. If you have not yet, you should, and turn on the notification button as well. So until season 2 of Life Unfiltered podcast with our new co-host, allow me to say goodbye and see you in the next one. And I wish you a happy new year. Bye.
We assert. Unakaa vizuri sana.
So I'm giving niliambiwa hadi kwa nini they give you the first 5 nini before you speak.
The first?
Unajua hiyo kitu?
Nini?
Ati kumbe before you speak unafaa count 1 2 3 4 5 in your head and then start speaking so that mic pick. Movement tena imeanza na iko umetulia.
Uko na mic tulia.
Sawa. Aya, nataka kukiongea funga dirisha. Saidia. Alafu naonekana.
Sawa, kufanya hapo.
Ukiwa tumerekodi.
Ukifanya hapo, ukisahau unarudia. Episode mzima. Haya. When you're ready, take it away. Record nini kwanza? Fanya record kwanza.
Acha niambie bro yangu ambia waende wacheze kwa mwendo.
Sawa.
Because now that can be extreme.
Nini wazuri.
You know, at least these ones are older. Unajua tulikuwa
tudogo ya.
These ones are older watakusikia. Wale wengine walikuwa watoto.
Yeah, they were kids. Usisahau shout out to people that we have done podcast now when we didn't post them.
Wagani hao?
Kuna Bill na kuna Nimrod. We didn't post their episodes.
Oh. I should shout them.
Like say to the guests that we never aired their podcast.
Ilikuwa Nimrod hapa Bill.
Simesema Bill na Nimrod. We're so sorry.